We're gonna start the stream. Yeah, I don't have a rap, but it's so clean. Yeah, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. What a way, but what? That's a lot of energy to start. But yes, here we are. Don't turn away now. We are the warriors who run this town. I feel this music is too loud. Let me turn her down just a bit. But yeah, we're doing a bit of a stream. This is a catch-up stream because I did not stream enough in May to finish a thumbnail art. So, sorry, I'm not looking at my mic. I am streaming now here in June instead to, well, finish off a thumbnail art. I don't know how long we'll go for. It will probably be like an hour and a half or something. It will be a relatively short stream. If I'm done super quickly, then maybe I'll play some blueprints, but I don't think I will be, so we should temper the expectations that this is just a drawing stream. Let me get comfortable as well, get my ergonomics going. Ow, as I just kicked my desk for no apparent reason. I apologise, desk. Okay, did the Discord notification go through? It's not. We just have to wait a minute for Pincord to be like, oh, look, DeerDarling is streaming. But in the meantime, I suppose let's take down the title screen. Let's transition, let's bring it up. This is what we're working with. This mermaid from the deep. What is Pincord doing? Pincord, you can do it. Unless Pincord has stopped working. Hold on. I am in the Pincord Discord, so I should probably actually at least check. The Instagram integration is not available. Twitter is unavailable. It doesn't say anything about Twitch is one. Ongoing database issues. Let's see. Scroll down. Pincord is offline. 3rd of June. Is it still offline? Let's visit the Pincord status. All systems operational. Okay. It's probably just delayed then. Maybe. Am I not online? I'm on an unstable internet connection apparently. It looks like I'm here. You know what? I guess I'll do this instead. I'll just manually do it. Look at me. Pincord seems to not be pinging a moment. But I'm live doing a catch up drawing stream for a bit. Let's see, copy link. How do I do this? Paste. Come join the fun. There you go. Oh wow, it just posted my avatar. Blown up an extreme amount. Okay, here we go. Today's itinerary drawing. Wonderful. If Pincord, double pings, then I apologize. But no worries. We are here and let's just get started, to be honest. I haven't really thought much about how I'm going to actually shade this, to be honest. The only thing I thought about is that I will probably do the not dappled light. I'm not sure if that's the best word, but the sort of underwatery effect that you usually do. Apart from that, I think I'll just do like subtractive shading, to be honest. Where is my mouse? Put it somewhere more comfortable. And I don't expect many people to hop on, to be honest, on the stream because this is not the usual time slot. So I am fully aware that this is probably just for myself. And that's a-okay, to be honest. Okay, what on earth is going on with my layers system? I don't know. So we're just going to have to sort of figure it out at the same time. So yeah, I don't know. What can I talk about to myself for maybe like, however many hours? Hours? That's probably, that's an incredibly dark shadow. Okay, I also don't even have OBS open. Well, I mean, I do have it open, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be streaming, but I could not see it. Make sure I can see what's going on. Okay, here we go. That is probably too dark. And I also probably want it more green. Or we could do red. That could be an interesting shading colour. I'm not really sure which way is the best way to go about it, necessarily. Red definitely does a sense of danger, but I think that probably would contrast too much, I think, with what we got going on. So I'll stick with this sort of tealish colour. I think I do want it quite dark, mind you. Probably I don't want my line art layer to be as light as it currently is, but we'll probably be doing a bit of futzing about. I just want the line art layer to be distinctly green, so I probably should shift it along with hues a bit more. Maybe I can make it kind of yellowish. That makes it kind of look a bit sickly. I don't know, I think the greenish blue looks a bit better. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into it and do a bit of shading. I think this will be okay. Let's just see how that looks overall. Okay, I think that's a good darkness to work from. It might only also be one layer of shading, I don't know. Let's see, we're doing it subtractively. Is this a brush I used? I assume this must be the brush I used. This does not work well as a transparent brush. Oh, no, that's because I'm wrong layer. Yeah, here we go. Oh, do not drag down a ruler. So this is going to be very interesting texture-wise, if anything. But what can I talk about today? See, there are things I could talk about which is what were raised in the DeerDarling Discord. Go join if you haven't already. But the key requester is not here, so I dare not talk about them. Not as in talk about them. Talk about the topics, I mean. Because it feels a bit rude to be like, I also didn't get rid of a text, what am I doing? To be like, hey, you brought them up, I'm going to answer them while you're not here, so. Yes, we just want a gradual sort of gradient in here. I think this is going to be really interesting texture-wise. I don't often work with a watercolour brush, mind you. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to necessarily do it. I do know this part should be quite bright, and we'll go in on a separate layer to do the sort of dappled water light effect. Probably we need to sort of blend in the sides a teensy bit more. I do have a reference up here. I'm using Kovenami as a sort of reference. I think I want the light to be in the center part here, so I think probably we should have a bit more shadow on the this outer rim. And maybe we can go through a dark shadow layer as well. Who knows? I could talk about the Squid Game trailer that came out. That's a lot of fun. I'm excited for season 3. The song, again, a banger, catchy. I was like, Kumaya, Kumaya, da 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 da. I don't know. I haven't even done my Animal Crossing video for today, so there's a lot of potential here of things to talk to. I think I will get rid of a veil just for a moment because I can't really see what I'm doing. This gives a very weird texture with all these sort of lines. I kind of dig it. Okay. So this part's going to be difficult to shade, I think, properly. I'm moving my tablet apparently with each line I'm stroking in. Okay. One like this. One the impression of depth on it. And it's okay that we can do some sort of scattered lighting effect, because that's just kind of how it works underwater. Probably we want some more dark shadows in the midst here. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't know. Part of me is just like, what if I just sing for like to myself for an hour? I don't know what song I would sing, to be honest. Ooh, this has a very nice effect on the pearls if I do it like this. There's a weird sort of layering to them when I do it like this, which makes them look very, very sort of interesting. I don't know what to sing. pick a direction and go for it, or what I should necessarily talk about. There's a weird sort of cloudiness to this. Not really sure, mind you. There's a door opening. That kind of reminds me of, I'm not sure if anyone saw those videos, but like, I certainly ran into a few of them when I was younger. There's like sort of trick videos which pretend there's like someone like knocking on your window or something in a really spooky way. When you click on them, like it's just like a normal video of like, I don't know, like a cat video or something, and then suddenly you hear like a dum dum dum, like as if it's coming like about a meter to your right or something. That was spooky. Like the first time I clicked on one of those, not knowing what it was, jumped out my skin. I would certainly say that's freaky. It's perhaps the only possible way I can describe it. Is extremely freaky. It was very much paired by the fact that I feel like I remember because I was on the first floor of that house, and I did actually have a window to my right. So the concept of someone like climbing up a house just to like knock on my window was very, very freaky. I think blending with this brush might be a bit weird, to be honest. And I do think we want sort of scattered lights. Areas of light and dark on the tail. So that, I think, gives it a nice sort of watery, like, depth. Okay. I think this is very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. The internet seems to have a bit of a... I think it's just blending everything. Is this how it's working? That's why sometimes it's super light, sometimes it's not. I see. What an interesting brush to work with. The internet seems to have a very big obsession with... Well, I think obsession's the wrong way to put it, but trolling, you know. That in general. Practical jokes. In a sense. Because, I mean, I have a distinct memory. Early days in YouTube, what was like some of the most popular videos? That super scary, like, maze. Or whatever. Which I'm sure people now who grew up in that, over the internet, if they see the maze, will immediately recognise it. But, okay, what else needs to... Oh. I don't did the makeup on this layer. Weird. But like that one where like the zombie girl just sort of like pops out. You know? You like it's like that sort of blue maze or like the cyan thing. And if you touch a side or if you get to the end of a maze, like was a zombie girl from, I don't know, like one of some movie or something. It's just on the screen and it screams. Freaks out many a child. I don't know why you would give that to a child to do. That's absolutely going to give them nightmares. I mean, I feel like as a child you latch onto the craziest things which give you absolute, like, scare you for ages. Like when I was a child, there were two things I remember being distinctly very scared of. Despite the fact, obviously, I knew logically they didn't exist, but your brain just kind of goes, obviously, like, what if? One of them being Medusa, for some reason, the Gorgon. I think it's because I read, like, I had this book, I've spoken about this on Animal Crossing before, but I had this book which covered, like, Greek myths, or something similar like that, in, like, these, honestly, really, like, nicely illustrated cartoon sort of format. And I remember, for whatever reason, reading the myth about Medusa and the Gorgon, and it just freaking me out for some reason. It was something where I was just like, I don't like this at all. And then also, I remember, I think that this is probably quite a common one, but the weeping angels from Doctor Who really freaked me out as well when I first saw that episode. Wow, this is such an interesting texture for a brush, because it's going to give such a weird result, I think, with what's going on. I think we'll do it like this. I'm trying to think if I want the entire snout to be in the light, and I think I do, because that's kind of a focus. Look at that haunting. I was like super terrified of the weeping angels, like so much so that I remember, I can't remember how old I was when it came out. Maybe I was like 7 or something, but I remember wanting to be like, I want like a mirror in my room or something, so I can see if a weeping angel is around the corner, which obviously doesn't make much sense, because if it's already around the corner, then it's probably like too late. Or anything. I don't know what I'm trying to do with that texture now. I haven't even done the broad strokes of the shadows yet. Let's not do texture at the moment. But it's crazy what your brain just sort of latches onto as intensely frightening as a child. I mean, eventually, obviously, I got over that fear. I think what made me get over that fear was hearing about someone having a fear of zombies, and then me going, but zombies aren't real. Why are you scared of them? And then I was like, wait, but like Medusa isn't real either. And if anything, Medusa's, you know, before she got like, honestly, she kind of got like the short end of a stick, really. She was actually just like, from what I understand in mythology, was just kind of like a nice person, to be honest. She was just like really pretty. And then one of the Greek gods was like, no, we're not having any of that. And then just turned her into a Gorgon for some reason. Kind of messed up, to be honest. I'm sure no one's ever said that about the Greek gods before. But yeah. Anyway, Medusa, I apologise if you're out there. I have not also thought about this until just now, but a lot of fears related to looking at something or not looking at something, and petrification. It's kind of like an ongoing theme here, which is interesting. Oh my gosh, this brush is so strange to work with. What I do like about it is that it feels like everything is sort of smearing together, which really adds to the sort of weird underwatery feel. That looks haunting to look at. Look at that. A call into the abyss. Won't you come with? Okay, let's do the rest of her body as well. I think this will probably be a lot lighter. With what we got going on, just enough to sort of illuminate it. I guess the arm would make sense, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Childhood fears. It's a wild and wonderful. Well, maybe not wonderful place. It's a very wild place in general. Okay, do this part of the shadow, of a hand, coming out like this. Probably do this portion as well. It's quite fun doing it quite fast on these, I think. Like this. That's nice with these sort of brushes, is that I can just sort of be like a lot more loose with it. And it still looks pretty good rather than my very neat style usually, which makes it feel murky. Because I guess murky is kind of what we're going for here. More so than anything else. Okay. This part I probably want smoothed out just a tad. I don't know why I didn't erase the shadows of this part. Wonderful. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, the fear of the depths, the deep, thalassophobia, certainly not a fear I would say I have. But also maybe I've not been down deep enough into the ocean to really sort of garner that fear. I know it's a very common one. People sort of get like eked out about like looking into sort of the depths of waters. I don't have a Discord notification. I also don't know what's going on with my Discord. It's not properly turning on streamer mode when OBS is open. So I had to manually turn it on and off, which was a little bit silly, I would say. But here we go. I also don't know where on earth it said I had a notification. I have no idea where it even was, mind you. Oh well. But yeah, let's make this part of the hand a bit lighter. Probably this part as well. This part can sort of fade a bit. What else can we talk about? Yeah, I don't know. Thalassophobia is an interesting one. I think the thing that makes fears so fascinating is when you don't, I suppose, have the fear. Right? Like, that sounds like a weird thing to say, but human emotion is, well, you can rely a lot on sympathy and understanding, like putting yourself in shoes, but I think with fears especially, there's a lot of very visceral and odd fears out there, which don't necessarily make too much sense to you or me, but are very real for a lot of other people. Is this song even playing? Hello? It stopped at 22 seconds. Don't know what happened there. Have I lost internet connection? What's going on? Let's refresh. Chill hop. What is happening? Oh, that is so loud. That is so loud. I think there might have just been something wrong with that song. Okay, I gotta remember, talking to my microphone, otherwise no one will be able to hear me. Excuse me. Oh. I'm not working with a transparent brush, never mind. I was like, why is that not working? Okay, that looks pretty good. Maybe this arm could be illuminated a bit more, but apart from that, let's do the insides of this a little bit as well. Not a huge amount. And just enough that you can at least see there is fur here. And probably I want a little bit of a tinge of light here. This one will probably be a bit more illuminated, considering. But you do that, and then you sort of backfill it up. I guess. Absolutely haunting. Yeah, but like, hearing about other people's irrational fears is very interesting in a sense. There's like, I mean, I guess it kind of comes to mind because there's a Game Changer episode on Dropout TV, not sponsored, but I do adore their content. Well, at least Game Changer makes some noise. And very important people. You know, play it by ear. But anyway, Game Changer, they had, which is basically a game show which changes every episode. They had like a stand-up comedian special, and they brought in basically a lot of people with like very interesting subcultures or stories or whatever, and then brought them on to, well, share their story, essentially. And one of the guys there had like a fear of feet, as I understood it. And obviously, that's not a fear which makes sense to me, because I don't have a fear of feet. I don't look at a foot and go, what? I actually don't think much when I look at a foot, to be honest. It's just a foot. But that is just, you know, the nature of how irrationality works with fears. It doesn't need to make sense to me, because it's not, you know, my experience. I suppose. It's just built off, it tends to be built off something, right? Some sort of formative experience. And he said that his one was something like in a karate or some sort of martial art contest, and then like his opponent just like cut him with like a toenail or something. I can't remember. It was a terrible story. Well, terrible in the sense of like, I can't believe that happened to you. Way, not like a wow, this story sucks. Okay. I think the veil I will not do subtractively, I will do additively. It might be quite difficult though. To be honest. Maybe I should do it subtractively. Maybe that would be easier. I don't know. Probably I would not do as dark a shadow. And probably this is why I do a blue shadow. To make it feel a lot more ethereal, in a sense. It's going to be so difficult to shade as well. Concentration time. I don't even know if I will properly shade a veil. I don't think I would even know how to do it with this brush. Like, I'm doing it and I'm like, it's so square. It's like impossible. But oh well. I think this is an okay way to do it. I think, you know, the shadows are kind of coming in, kind of coming out. Yeah, you can see the depth there. You can see what it's going for. And now I can do a bit of shine here and there on this sort of like kelpie veil she's got. As well, help sell the direction of where the light comes from. This far veil might be a little bit difficult to properly do. Unless maybe we do it like an underside veil. Maybe that will make it easier. Yeah, that actually makes it a lot easier. Change your perspective of it. To be like this. Then get a bit more of a lighting down here. More of a lighting here. Here. And it gives a nice sort of glow. Hello, MSMX. Only hopping by for a bit, I'm busy. That's totally fair. You know. Hop in, hop out. do as you see fit. You are... When will you end? It's 1:31 for me right now. I will most likely end... I predict this stream will go on for about an hour longer. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm basically ending when I finish VR, and if I finish really quickly, then maybe I'll play a bit of Blueprints, but it's a catch-up stream, so it's very sort of loosey-goosey. And also, mainly, it's because I won't be able to stream on Sunday. Actually, wait, can I even stream on next Sunday? I need to check. Wait, do I need to do another catch-up stream? I need to, like, plan out my streams better in advance. Because I can't stream this Sunday. I think I can next Sunday. Or at least next Saturday. I can't the weekend after that. But I can the weekend after that. So I should probably do one catch-up stream. One midweek stream at some point. I'm not sure when that will be. Midweek streams are very hard to slot in, to be honest. But here we are. So, you know, let's make the most of what we have now. So yeah, I mean, that didn't really answer your question. I'm just kind of going until I feel like, oh, it's the right time to stop, so... I know that's probably not exactly very helpful or enlightening. Why isn't this working? Oh, I'm filling it in with blank. There we go. Whoa, look at that green. She looks like an alien. That's probably too green. Now look at it. Well, I certainly want a green glow. I'm not sure I want that strong a green glow. Yeah, something like this. Definitely from the green light. Should still be here in like 50 minutes, right? I think so. Yeah. I think it... My prediction will be about... It will end in about an hour. So... Yeah, don't be beholden to... If you're busy... You know... Your life... Everything that's going on. First priority. DeerDarling stream, second priority. Got 2 new gift subs since last time? Nice. Is that what these emotes are? What are these? Ocio wave? Or maybe Ocio? DNNRP NTS high wave. I don't even know what this is. Hold on. I need to get closer to my monitor to look. It's like a cool cat with like those rose circular glasses. Those very retro looking glasses. That's what it looks like to me. Okay. So we've got a lovely sort of green glow here to make it feel like a nice sort of lantern light. Put it down here. Oh, no combo, but it's okay. Dinner as in dinner, I guess. Fair enough. Dinner. Yeah, because I know you said you had like conversation topics in one of the things, but perhaps you would want to save that for a time where you can actually have more of a back and forth in regards to the conversation, in which case I don't blame you. I think that makes perfect sense. Don't worry, this will just be good vibes in the background. Hopped by both streams like once, then got the sub when I wasn't even in the stream. Has that happened? Can you even... you can get gift subs when you weren't even in the stream? Or, actually, I realise that probably means you just had it open, but you weren't, like, looking. I'm not sure if I've gotten a gift sub, but I also have not really watched many streams, so that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, congratulations to your gift sub, I think. I'm not really sure what like the appropriate thing to say is when someone gets a gift sub. I guess you don't really say much at all, to be honest. You just go, oh, no, neat. Neato. Okay, not everything needs to be as green as I'm making it. Certainly this part should be, but... kind of looks quite alien, which is the point, I suppose. You ain't gonna remember the songs next time, but I can chat in Discord. I opened them once and closed them. Didn't even have a tab open. No, fair enough. Yes, the songs... I mean, even now, to be fair, I only listened to them like once. But I did like the... what was her name, Alina? I wish I remember how it goes now. Like, I keep running from... what was it? I keep running from... keep running from... it's not... is it like my problems or something? It doesn't sound right. Didn't listen to it enough to be able to memorize how it sounds. But thank you for recommendations, you know. They're very good vibes, I think. And I apologise for taking, well, I mean, I in general, I suppose, take a very long time to respond to messages. I do apologise. It was not intended out of rudeness or anything, but it's been very difficult to find time to do, well, any of that. So I keep running away from things I want. I can't summon up the melody in my head right now, though. Is the annoying part. I need to listen to it, but I think that would be probably not a good idea to play copyrighted music on stream. The names I can imagine. Yeah, that's it. I said that so poshly for some reason. That's it. That's it. I like that one. Understandable radio. I was bugging you more about it than I should. Nah. Don't even sweat it. I took it as that's something that you were very passionate and liked a lot, so. And I enjoy engaging with what people are passionate about, you know? I will say, slowly, for my own personal case, but I will eventually check out things that people have sent me. Which is the shared human experience of joy, passion in things. It should be shared. If anything, I apologise that it took me so long to get around to actually looking at it, so. I feel like it needs to be more green here. And maybe it sort of blends out a bit more here. Okay, that's looking pretty good, I think. Let's just do a final sort of highlight layer with this. With a veil. It's a bit of a bluish, greenish glow which goes on top. And acts kind of like rim lighting for these ones. And kind of like actual shading of this, which is going to be incredibly difficult. I should have done these veils in different layers, but I didn't for whatever reason. Or did I? Oh, I did. Oh well, too late now. I guess past me did think about it, but current me forgot about it, so. Because it makes shading it very, very confusing when we're all on the same layer. As like I'm treating it like right now. But nonetheless, we are here. And again, everything Looking murky. Was just gonna leave it alone if you didn't remember listen to stream. That's fair. That's fair. Even if I didn't listen for a bit of stream, I probably would listen to it, but it would be like I don't know, 6 months later or something. I'll just bring it up like in a whoa, what have I done? In a random like stream at Christmas and be like, oh yeah, I actually checked out those songs. That's how it happens sometimes. Because I remember my friend told me to check out the songs from Six the Musical, and it wasn't until like a year later where I actually checked them out. Was like, yeah, you know that song, that musical's pretty good. Basically, that was kind of a vibe I thought could work with you, especially with melodic style and softer vocals. I can definitely see that, I think. I think that probably is a lot closer to my sort of vibe. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to add to that. I think you know, so true. Well, but I think if and when it does happen, I would probably do a lot more experimentation necessarily with whatever I do. I need like a spiral. Oh, that's the wrong colour, that's why. I guess we'll do it like this. Oh, that's too green, too green. Why don't we do it like this? And then we do another sort of highlight layer like this. And probably something darker. Because I feel like this should probably be a little bit darker. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do it like this. Hold on. We'll do another. We'll do like a vignette style or shading. Mixing R&B and the ballad theatre influences would be interesting. I can't disagree. That's not a multiplier layer. This was not the intention I was going for, actually, when I was doing this vignette thing, but this looks crazy. But I might keep it. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. Have fun with whatever you're doing. It was keeping you busy. I mean, I guess it's like 1 PM. Your time, so it's probably middle of day, so it's like school or work or whatever, which makes sense. Study well, work hard. All that good jazz. Wow, I like it like this a lot, actually. I might keep it like this. I might put the background on a different... like, I might put that for... Let me think. I'll make a D folder, I think. And make it only apply to D. Because I'm not sure if I want the background to look like that necessarily. I did do the background the other way around. Maybe I will do it. Like this, and then getting a brighter glow in the center. I'm not sure if I want this glow. Actually, let's do it like this. Hold on. Let's base layer. Probably get rid of this green light. I don't want it. I want eyes. I want something that looks sinister in the distance. But I'll probably do it a bit more subtly. Let's make it a bit bigger. A voracious appetite of an unknown origin. And probably we'll just do it like 40, like this. And then probably I'll have like a radial glow here. Just to sort of brighten things up a little bit towards the center. Actually, maybe we'll do it like this around. Maybe this is why I did it. So we can make it feel like a light coming in. With just sort of bits and pieces illuminated. And then I think we'll have a foreground light. This is the sort of thing where I would want linear light. Coming in sort of like this. It's hard to think what rays of light would look like if they came from behind the camera. I'm not sure that's even possible, so I think we'll just have multiple sort of sources coming in and down. Hello Fodian, how's it going? So something like this maybe. I might decrease the intensity of that light. I do want one to go from above the tail so it does actually look like it's coming from above. Probably I would decrease this one a little bit. In fact, might even get rid of this one entirely. Okay, nice. It's going okay. Trying to visually design my Pathfinder character right now. Oh, that's fun. What a fun activity to do. Have you had some great inspiration? Something where you were just like, yes, this is it. This is the design I want. Probably change the glow here actually to be a bit greenish. I feel like the pink glow of this actually kind of ruins it. Maybe let's try... Let's try colour shifting the eyes a bit. Because I don't love quite how green, quite how pink and orange it looks. So we'll do this and we'll put its own sort of overlay mix. That looks probably a lot better. Found an image that looked very much what I had in my mind's eye, but I think outfits and body is what's going to make him unique, because I need to carry esoterica at all times, considering having some piercing or tattoo. Piercing would be, piercing, unique piercing Could be very cool. Tattooed. You should have one which interweaves together. You want a Swedish keyboard? Why do you have a Swedish keyboard? Just like downloaded. You know what? Fair enough. I mean, you should have a piercing with a tattoo, which together makes some sort of scenery. That's what I would like to see. And of course, you are free to do whatever you want. Let's do Tears Sparkling. Oh, I haven't even done the water effect. Do I have a sparkle brush? Somewhere. This one, yes. Hard balance because I want him to be upper class but a bit unhinged. He's now so I can go crazy with ear piercings. You can have some very ostentatiously large ones. Wait, hold on. Should be going bigger in this direction. We'll put sort of glow and then the other way around like this. Definitely need some sort of cable belt clothing to hold things. Found a cool deity today though. But the ritual sounded interesting. What deity was it? I think I want the veils to glow as well. I'm looking at it. So I think what we'll do here is we'll do this. Let's do the auto macro. Emits a glow. Don't need a copy of a veil. Maybe an underglow. Maybe turn it down a bit. It's very atmospheric, this. I was looking for deities of knowledge, and the ritual for this one you need to read information you hadn't read before and braid your hair as part of a ritual. So it's like the braids of the hair carry the knowledge that hath been learned. It's quite interesting. Let me think. I want this part. No, this part? Yes, this part. In here. D, colour. And then we'll do boom, boom, water dappling. Which I'm not sure how it's going to work with this brush, but we'll find out, I suppose. Do this. I'm not sure if add will be. Right way to go about it, but having the water ripple effect. A surefire way to make anything look like it's underwater. You might say it doesn't look like it at the moment, but that's okay. Because we're just getting the rough shapes in. And then we will sort the rest out in a bit. Okay, we'll do it like this. Just want to draw a checkerboard of water, stopping at the shadows, because shadows will not allow that dappled light through. brush a bit smaller. Smaller, I say. Had the idea of braided loops being esoterical too, but wanted to pick a few deities so I could learn what their symbols look like. Ah, so it's like you've not settled on a deity. Got a whole swath of potential deities to choose from. Actually, I'm not sure what the Pathfinder deities are all like. I guess I kind of only really know Forgotten Realm ones. Or even then, I don't know them that well. I kind of know them. There's two big knowledge ones. Aurori and Nephis are going to be my main ones. Okay. What are they like then? Teach me about these deities. Has the music just stopped? Hello, music. It seems like I think Chill Hop maybe went down. It says 0 seconds out of not a number out of not a number. I think something has happened. Oh, there you go, pin cord. Finally worked. Quite a few minutes afterwards. Alright then, I guess we'll just be here in silence. Or I suppose it's more of an invitation for... Oh, is it back? It's back. Chill Hop would never let us down. Okay, so do that, we'll turn down the opacity a bit. And some of these I think we want to make probably thicker and thinner in a way. You want to mess around with that. It's quite a rigid brush to do it with. Nephis was a mortal master of magic and unlocked secrets of the planes and is an all-seeing god, the god of destruction, magic, protection and knowledge. The symbol is black and white split mark. Black and white split marks. So I guess a mark split into black and white. Half black, half white. Is that what it means? If it's not, that's how I've interpreted it. Yeah. Okay. We'll see that. Duality. Knowledge to protect, knowledge also to destroy. I think probably I actually just sort of kind of erase most of this thing because I don't think you would see a lot of the sort of light effects over here. He seems to suit him best, but I think he'd have all sorts of religious symbols. I don't see why not. As long as those deities aren't upset by it. Draw upon the power of multiple. Accidentally lost the colour there. There you go. Okay, there you go. I guess the final thing to do would be just to put a load of bubbles in. I think I have a bubble brush, luckily. Because drawing bubbles manually is an absolute pain. I need to bang out some silhouettes. I can help but be thinking of small details right now, like glasses and not hairstyles. Start with broad strokes, make your way up, you know? Can't rush the process. That's not the type of bubble I want. That seems a bit realistic. See, these bubble brushes I have are all very realistic. Which don't quite fit the style, I think. I think probably maybe I'll do this. Particle size, let's make it a bit bigger. We'll do sort of the impression of bubbles. We'll just do it like this, and then we'll just turn down the opacity. We'll do cheap bubbles, and then we'll lighten the ones near the outside a bit more, and then darken the ones down in the middle. then probably blur them just a tad more than they currently are. Okay, there we go. This style reminds me of some things I've done. Certainly is a bit of a darker departure from my style. I think I'm basically done, to be honest. I'm not sure if there's anything else I particularly want to add. I think probably what I will do is I will definitely put a gradient map over it. This is definitely an artwork which screaming normalize the colors. This one. Don't like overlay. I don't want to make the shadows darker. I think I just want to make the lights a bit lighter. Ugh, that's too much. Move this and turn it down a bit. Just so it's a bit more readable from a distance. I wonder if as well, actually. Actually, two things that I'm thinking about. One of them being, I need to look at. These eyes. I think I want to move this one in slightly. She looks a bit wall-eyed otherwise. I guess it would have to be on. Just sort of bring them in a tiny bit closer. She doesn't properly look like she's looking at the viewer. Now she looks like she's looking away. That's too far. Okay, I think that's better. And yes, let's bring back the gradient map. Which one was it? This one. Maybe add glow, but turn it down to about 20-ish. Actually, no. Maybe color dodge is a better way. Normal. Just 50%. I do think putting, you normalize the layer, the colors on this because then it would make it look more underwatery. I think. I also think let's try something crazy. Let's try blurring the gradient map layer. Make it feel even sort of hazier. What if we try blurring everything? Now that's an interesting idea. I do want to highlight some things. So some things I think are too dark at the moment. Namely the eyes. Underwater do be blurry. So true. Underwater do be blurry. Maybe it should be a bit stronger then. Whoa. So some of these overlays are crazy. I think I'll go with... I can go with screen, probably. I do have to still think about it as a thumbnail, so it needs to be at least kind of visible. I think I actually drew her eyes too far apart. I'm looking at it, at least with the angle. I feel like this one should probably be warped a bit. This is where if Clip Studio Paint had liquify, that'd be very useful. I love that, not gonna lie. I unfortunately have no idea which one you're referring to. I probably clicked through them too quickly. I do like the one with like the sharp contrast between them, but I think it just becomes too unreadable. Actually, this one's quite interesting. Yes, that one. Okay, you know what? Why don't we stick with this one? I think probably though I will soften it, the effect on the face, because it made the face a bit too unreadable. But I think everything else can stay. Clip Studio Paint does have liquify? Really? Where? I never like the free transform. Is that the liquid? There's like something in there. I'm not sure what there. I think it's under smudge blur. Let me have a look. I know, because I was trying to teach someone to use transform tools, she kept liquefying. I don't know. I mean, I don't have one which is explicitly liquefy. I guess I'd have to flatten everything, now I think about it. Full art. What was I put? Full art? Not sure that's doing anything. It's called liquify, it's a grid-like icon. Is it this one? New tone. Under blur. Am I losing my mind? Oh, unless you meant, wait, hold on, under this blur. No? On the left. I mean, I'm on blur. Oh, you mean underneath the blur tool? Oh, okay. I thought you meant like under as in like a subtool. Like it's categorized under. That makes more sense. Whoa, okay. Sort of shift it along a bit. I mean, I think maybe shift this iris along. Well, hold on. What if we just go crazy? What if we just slightly shift everything? Like, just does it. Okay, sorry. Liquify tool is really fun to play with. But let's do what we... I know if I complain it has it. What about this? What do you think about this, D? What if it was just like a mirage, you know, everything was just sort of like, ooh. Good old liquify. Okay, let's do what I actually came to do, which is I think shift the eye inwards just a bit. And I think this iris needs to come out. This one needs to come across. Tiniest amount. Probably decrease the size of a nose as well. Oh my god, I forgot her spots. Well, I'm not going to put them in now. I'll put them down on top. I guess it should be a bit more green. It's going to be impossible to find the right colour. Maybe this... Let's do that colour. But brighter. Okay, there you go. Not very visible, that's fine. Imposter is but it's a fake D. Okay. Is that okay? Am I satisfied with that liquefied? Do we want to move it slightly further in? No, I think that's okay. I think that far is probably fine. Maybe this iris shifts a little bit. Okay, I think that's fine. Wonderful, let's bring back text. Do we want to do something more fun with this? That's a real question. What can we do that's a bit more fun? Do it with a watercolor brush. No, I think it still needs to be this brush, at least to be readable. May. Put some bubbles about the place, maybe. Okay. Let's recreate this color scheme that we've got going on, which I apparently didn't do as a gradient map, which is absolutely insane. I didn't do it as like a mask layer over the top. I have no idea why. That's okay, we can do it now. Let's just clean some of these rough corners up. A little bit more. I'm not sure if I want to do it like this. I probably want to do it like this. That might be too dark. Maybe something like this. Okay, there we go. She's crazy. I'm back. Yepper. Yepper. Hello, welcome back. I think we're essentially done with this. So we've got about... I'll go and have a bit of a stretch as I export this. And keep it going. Well, we'll go for a 1.5 hour stream. Got like 9 minutes or so. Get a nice sort of round number. Let's see. Wonderful. Ooh, didn't think it'd be this much green turquoise. It's the Drown the Depths. At what point do I just override something to be aesthetically pleasing? All the time. Unless it was a key thing for your character where you have to communicate with X, Y, Z. Overwrite it, you know. I think an outfit in this hat in the outfits makes sense, but long beautiful hair. Well, I would draw the reference with a long beautiful hair, but then have him carry a hat around or something. You can always draw 2 iterations, one with hat, one without. Have a combination of both, I don't see. Why not? You can have a hat and long beautiful hair. Yeah, it's time to iterate. Actually, wonder if this is too... It's actually so green that you can't really tell what's going on, I think. Let's try this. Hold on. Just experimenting, let's colour shift it to be a bit more yellow. No, I don't like that. Oh, that's fine. It would just be somewhat unreadable. Okay. So, some of these hairstyles I found, I want to try them. I'm so bad at braiding though. That effing anglefish better not talk back to me. I remember. I understand that reference. But I don't think I can do a Serpentius voice. I don't remember what Serpentius sounds like. Just like a snake. I don't remember what they're like. What should we do with these last 5 minutes? I don't know, I can do the connections for today. Let's see what that's like. Ah! Big scream. Is it because you haven't done the connections yet? I won't spoil it. It'll be... You won't even see what I'm doing. You'll have to guess if I'm doing well, if I'm doing poorly. Okay, that. No, one away. Oh, that makes way more sense. One away? Darn. Okay, we'll come back to that then. That. So wait, it's like breathy and raspy at the same time. I'm not even sure I can imagine it right now in my head. What does that sound like? Well, let's go look this up. Sorry, connections, you've been eradicated. By eradicated, I mean I'll do you later. Serpentius. Let's see how to mute my desktop audio so you can't hear it. I think you can only hear my voice at the moment. Has been hotel, but only worse than Serpentius is on the screen. Show yourself. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not even going to try and do that voice. I'm rewatching Castlevania. I want to learn all the voices. Learn all the voices. What voices do I have in Castlevania? Is it vampiric? I want to suck your blood. You could play the clip back too, it's fine. Ah, whatever. I'm not out here trying to perfect my Serpentius accent. I mean, I've not even seen Has Been Hotel, so I just know the songs. Kind of. Not like that. Fair enough. What do you mean? It's not like this. This is how every vampire talks. Ah. I think I don't like the main character's voice, but it's interesting and suits him. Interesting. Trevor. I mean, I think I know essentially nothing about Castlevania's show. I like Alucard's voice. It's got 4.8. It's got a high rating. How many seasons has it got? It's only got 1. It's got 4. Wow. I didn't know it's been going on for so long. It's good. Okay, hear me out. It has 4. But the episodes are 25 minutes. Is that not standard episode length? In my mind, when I think of how long an episode is, I'm like 25 to 30. We're like 4 per season. Well, you know me. That means I'll never watch it. Look, there's only... I've chosen what my one TV series will be for this year, and it'll be Squid Game Season 3. Now it's like 1 hour these days. I'm out already. Bleh, bleh, bleh. I want to suck your blood. Hey, I mean Squid Game Season 3, it's coming out soon. June 27th? 6th? I don't remember. The trailer's out, if you haven't seen it. Got another banger song. Wasted. Wasted. There's so much better shows than Squid Game. Yeah, probably. But they're not shows I've watched, so... There's a million better things than many other things I interact with on a daily basis. Oh, that was Netflix. But I am the purveyor of my own fate. And so I decide what I would like to interact with. But yeah. Alright, well that brings us to 1.5 hours. Good stream, everyone. Good catch-up stream. It's definitely still May. Let's all pretend it's still May. And then, well, I'm not sure when the next time I'm going to stream is, because I cannot stream this weekend. So, maybe I will stream on the 15th. I can't... I need to look at my calendar. How am I going to get... I don't want to do another 2-stream month. So let me think. I can't stream this weekend. I can stream... Oh, maybe I can stream on Saturday evening. If not, I can't really stream next week. Tuesday evening, maybe? Okay, but I can stream on weekend then, so it's actually not a big deal. I mean, I can't stream the weekend after that, but I can stream the weekend after that. It's going to be hard to fit everything in. Well, I had to figure out timing. So it'll probably be 2 Sunday streams at usual time this week, and then 1 midweek stream whenever I fit it in. So, good stuff. We're rolling. I guess I'll see everyone in an ambiguous time frame because I don't know when that will be. I do want to play more Blueprints, so that will be my main motivation to stream it when I can again. Apart from that, thank you for coming along with a ride, with a catch-up stream. And yeah, I don't know what we'll do next time. I'll have to figure it again. It's going to be all art again this month. Yeah, maybe. Such is the way of busy weekends. DeerDarling's not a game streamer. I'm a variety streamer. That's why I play one game on stream for an entire year and I do the rest of drawing. Yeah, I don't know. I need more time in existence. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's just busy times. Constantly all the time right now. So anyway, let's actually round up a stream now. So thank you very much everyone for coming, and I hope we can see each other again, and whenever the next stream will be. Ambiguous timing. Ooh. So we click stop streaming. Thank you for coming along. Yeah. What should I sort of round everyone up on? I think this is where I do a Nami voice line, if I can think of a Nami voice line, but I can't think of it. Sometimes you're the catch, and sometimes you're the bait. Something like that. Oh no, you know what? I should have done Ursula, Little Mermaid. Poor unfortunate souls, in pain, in need. Anyway, that's that. Bye-bye for now.